Alright, hello and welcome back for the second battle of Grand Arena Championship Season 6. We're still in 5v5. Let's kind of get to the action and get to the matchup. So, here we can see the matchup. Luckily, you'll see a lot of green on my side of things. When it comes to Grand Arena stats, you can tell my opponent didn't attack last round. He still only has the 730. You can see his best score isn't that great. His lifetime banners aren't that great. I can tell you by looking at his Grand Arena history, it's because he just doesn't always attack. He does get defends, though. You can see he has more defends than me, so while he doesn't always attack, that means he probably sets a stronger defense than me. Looking at the actual account stats, though, I have the higher GP. I have many more Zetas than him. When it comes to the average speed of my tunes, I'm over 25 points higher than him. When it comes to the top 80, again, I'm 21 points higher than him. So at least it looks like my teams are going to be going fast. We are then going to take a look here at the actual mods themselves, and, well, in some categories I double him, in other categories more than double him. So we're doing well when it comes to mods. Hopefully that's a good sign. And then finally we're going to come down and look at the relics. And when we look at the relics, that's where he has me beat. He has a lot more relics. You're going to see when we get into the actual round that a lot of his relics are on his Separatist tunes. Actually, why don't we take a jump straight into that right now, and I'll show you his roster, or at least parts of his roster, real quick. Here you can see he's still running Darth Revan in the arena. That is because of this. He still only has a 6-star General Skywalker. Where are his relics, though, you might be wondering, and there's most of them. He's got a strong Geo team, he's got a strong droid team, and a relic Dooku as well. You can see his Watt is only G11. His Grand Arena history for setting defenses is varied, so I don't know where his Watt is going to be used. Sometimes he puts it with Newt, sometimes he puts it with Grievous, sometimes he keeps them for offense. So I'm not really going to know until we get out to the board here. And there we go. So you can see he hasn't attacked yet. I'm wondering if he will. Taking a look at his top zone, we can see, again, a very heavy relic First Order team. Then a 6-star General Skywalker leading the clones, followed by just a G12 Bosk team missing Jango. That means Jango is probably sitting with a Newt team somewhere. My guess is in the back. Coming down here, we have a Night Sister team, and we have a Padme team. The Padme team has good relics on it. Well, the Kenobi has good relics on it. Luckily, Anakin's only at relic level 2. The Night Sisters, it's only a Saj relic. And taking a look at her speed, it's only 189. That's going to bring this overall speed after the unique up to about 294, and that is much lower than my Stark. So the first team that I want to worry about, or I should be worried about, is this General Skywalker. I should be able to beat it easy with my CLS team. It's really only the 7-star Skywalker that gives problems, but we have to know we can beat that team before we can go down to the bottom. So why don't we get started there, and I'm going to use my CLS team here, and hopefully that is going to, do the job. So here we go. And I'm going to get the first turn. When you're using the CLS with 3PO and Old Ben, you really just want to Zerg down General Skywalker fast. I'll save my stun with Han, which is also a big hit for 5s. And the goal, sometimes when you're running the Watt Stormtrooper Han combo, that's when you like to stun Rex first, also when it's a 7-star Skywalker, because you can see here, just the first hit got Skywalker down. So now we're going to ability block everyone, and we are going to call some assists and just try and get this 5s to go away fast. So there he goes. Next, we're going to go after this Rex, because we don't want him feeding turn meter when he can take turns. So Rex is gone. Now we'll taunt with Old Ben. And we'll get one round of shots off on Arc. Now Skywalker's up. He attacks Old Ben. We counter. I'm going to use the AoE here to remove protection from everybody. And then Skywalker's down again. Next, let's take out ARC Trooper here. Then we are going to go after Echo. Saving the stuns for these counters that Skywalker is going to have. Now, switch stances because he can't counter that. And look at that. Old Ben survives by the smallest of margins. 58 banners against Skywalker. The 6-star Skywalker is just, it's an easy fight when you have strongly relict CLSs. So we're going to remove CLS from that bottom team because I can't use them anymore. So now the real question is who we're going to use on this bottom. We're going to start with the Night Sisters. I'm going to start with Troopers. If you watched the live stream of Zareth and I last night, I completely bungled Troopers for only 58 against Night Sisters, so let's not do that again this time. So, Stark calls turn meter. Now we're going to dispel zombie. Next, we're going to go after the G12 DACA. There's 1 kill. There's 2 kills. And now let's get the third. Alright. So this AoE should take out 1. Now we'll take out Asajj. Now I have to restore some protection here. So we're going to take out Zombie a couple times to restore range's protection. Then we'll go after Spirit. Alright. Now my protection is full. We'll kill Spirit here, then kill Zombie. And there's 60 banners against Night Sisters. So that's a good start. So we'll take off Troopers from this bottom. And that's who I'm left with to attack. You'll see I always keep 1 extra attack team over what will be needed. That way if something goes sideways, I'm not scrambling with some random team. I have a strong attack team left. So, with this Padme team, there's 2 teams that I would counter them with, normally, with what I have left. Well, 3. I have my Traya team, but I want to save Traya for bugs, because they're heavily relict bugs. I have my General Skywalker team, which easily handles Padme in Arena. In fact, when I fight them in Arena, I just hit auto against these Padme teams, and it works. But that's not banner efficient, so I won't do that on this stream. And then I have Darth Revan. Ideally, I would like to take Darth Revan in, because it's a mostly easy fight. But I know he has his Grievous and Watt in the back. General Skywalker can easily handle Grievous Watt, but every once in a while things go sideways, and I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is, even though it's not banner efficient, I'm going to bring Skywalker in against Padme, because my Darth Revan can handle Grievous Watt. Also, my Darth Revan's faster than his Darth Revan, so if rather than Grievous Watt he has Darth Revan hiding in the back, I can still easily handle it. And that actually is why it's nice to have a General Skywalker counter like CLS without actually having to mirror. Not that that was a tough Skywalker this time, but still, the idea is that way it gives you some roster flexibility. So I attack Anakin first because I want to start working him down first because he can go crazy if you kill people outside of him. Then I used Rex with the turret to dispel Kenobi, so I get to attack Anakin again. And there you can see Anakin is now gone. He's really the only offensive threat other than Stacks of Courage on this team. So, next we will start going after... we're going to be stuck going after Kenobi for a while, just because he is heavily relicked and can take a beating. And all the assists we have just keep giving him protection up, which means his survivability is quite high until what'll happen is, because of the General Skywalker lead Zeta, he's building up offense every time they get a buff. And the thing with this Padme team is they get a lot of buffs. So we are constantly stacking 2% of offense every time they get that buff. So my team is just getting stronger and stronger, and in the process, eventually what's going to happen is they're going to be able to one-shot people. Alright, so now we're going to take Kenobi out. Now we can go after Padme. We're going to Dispel and AoE, and there we go. 59 banners against that Padme. That's actually much better than I get in Arena, but that's because the relics are also not as high as the teams that I'm fighting in Arena. So we can take General Skywalker off this list, and let's see what's hiding in the back. Well, he kept his Grievous for offense, which is fantastic for me. So up here we have a heavy relic First Order team. We have a Newt team that, well, the Nest has heavy relics, and we can see he's got a speed set on Nest actually. And the tenacity is only 115. That's, not ideal, but it is a fast Nest. Fast-ish, I should say, at 268. That's going to be, actually, I think that's slower than my Geos. So, against this First Order team, it's the toughest team on the board. I'm going to take in my Darth Revan team, try and not give them a turn, basically, because KRU is going to be taunting, which means I get to use Fear on the entire team right away. And then we will go from there. So, take away the turn from everybody. They're still all feared when Bastil is up. So, next we are going to go after their First Order officer, get him off the board. At R5, he is... tanky's not the right word, but he is quite strong. Alright, now they're getting turns. So we're going to Dispel, KRU. And Fox is the next one we're going to go after. And make sure Fox doesn't get another turn. And... alright. So now they're mostly down. Malik is up. I want to heal him up. And it didn't finish with full health on Malik, so it's only 59 banners, but it was a easy win. If you saw last time, my JTR team, it was still an easy win, but I lost L3, so it's nice to not have to worry about that. So we'll take Darth Revan off the screen, and that leaves for Newt, Karth, and Bosk. We have Traya, Geos, Jedi Knight Revan, and JTR. I mean, I can handle most of these easily. I wonder who is the fastest on this. Well, Watt is going to be the fastest on this team. But 266. We said Nest is 288. This Newt is only 224. And Django isn't going to be for speed, so only 217. Let's scroll down here. I think I have my Brood faster than that. Apparently I'm lying. So I don't. So what I don't want to happen and what will happen is Nest is going to stun somebody. They like to go after my Brood Alpha. So I want to avoid that, obviously. So instead we're going to bring my Jedi in. We're just going to switch the lead here to the Jedi Knight Revan lead. And we're going to attack. So first thing I want to do is, let's see. He gave the tech to Django. I want to get this Watt out of here. That's done. Now we're going to take away Dooku's turn meter. He's going to counter, but what I'm trying to do is prevent him from hiding everyone in stealth right away. Then, let's see if we can stun this Newt. No, but at least you can't be stealthed. Alright. Dooku is gone. Now, I'm going to pay the extortion, and we are going to attack this Newt. Take him out. And I attacked with Bastila there because I knew I was going to get the kill, and I wanted to restore her turn meter. Or her protection, not turn meter. Next, we're going to stealth my Yoda. We're going to spread Foresight and the buffs. And heal with a basic. Then big hit on Nest, which almost kills her. We're going to kill Newt with this turn and swap turn meter with Yoda. Kills both of them. Now I just have to wait for Django to take a turn. Thanks to Foresight, I was able to avoid being hit. Looks like Hoda needs some protection restored, so we'll do that. Next, we're going to spread this Foresight again. And then we just have to take out Django a couple times. So there's the first time. I still have Foresight on everyone, but just to make sure we have full protection, I'll do that. And there's Django with one hit. And 60 banners there. Now, we have this Karth team. And actually, let me remove Jedi Knight Revan here from the screen. And you can see the three teams I have left are Traya, Geos, and my JTR. I'd like to get a Wookiee in on one of these. Because I got one Wookiee win with CLS. I'd like to get a second here. And so I'm actually going to come up against this Karth team. We're going to use Treya, and we're going to slip a Wookiee into this Treya team. So, I kept Vandor on offense this time, and we will use him next round. He's now G13 and relic level 5. Alright, so we're going to feed turn meter to Treya. She is going to isolate Zalbar so we can't taunt. We're going to make everyone hit Scion. Then we are going to fracture Mission because she's annoying. And we will go after her. Alright, we have an Annihilate. I am going to first turn Annihilate this Visas because she does have a revive and counters. Next, take out Canderous for that triple attack. We're going to restore some of Sion's protection here with his special. Then we're going to go after Visas or Mission again. Actually, Canderous already has speed up, so we're going to give it to him again. Now, some Held by Hatred. Actually, let's just go after... Or Karth. I said Canderous. I meant Karth. There. Now, who looks like they need some protection restored? Looks like everybody, but I'm going to give it to Sion. That should max him out. And now we just have to kill this Zalbar. We're going to fracture him. I'm doing that because I just don't want him to get an attack off and ruin the protection. Now we will just keep going after Zalbar. Alright, got a stun on him. Reduce cooldowns. Isolate. Excellent. We do have more. That worked out perfectly. Give it to Vandor. And take him out. So 59 banners. I think I didn't restore enough to Vandor, but it's, I'm not going to complain. I brought Vandor in just for the feat, and it worked. Normally I would have just done that undersized. As you can see, I really didn't need Vandor. So go in with Bosk, and we will go in with my JTR team. And here we go. So hide everyone but L3. Prevent Bosk from using an ability so he can't taunt. And next, we'll just go after Boba. Because I don't want him being able to execute anyone. That's never fun. Then we have to get to Greedo. Unfortunately, it was not before he could throw the thermal detonators. But luckily, it looks like they only landed on 3. Hopefully, we can restore protection. We'll get Illuminated Destiny next time. Dengar's going to throw some thermal detonators this turn. If we let him get a turn, unfortunately. So, Cad's down. Next, we'll have to attack Bosk because of Dengar. Prevent him from getting a turn meter. And I'm actually going to heal up my protection here because I don't know if I'll get around to using Finn again. Illuminated Destiny. It's getting close to whether or not Dengar takes a turn, and thanks to that, he's not going to. He's not going to be able to apply thermal detonators now, and we should finish with a full 60 banners. Alright. And it looks like there is a Millennium Falcon fleet in the back. So. And it doesn't have Biston, thankfully. Alright, so we will... I know the Falcon isn't ideal with fighting against Grievous, but hopefully we can... It doesn't give me as many problems as last time. Actually. Alright, and it looks like on the ground teams I was left without using or having to use bugs. The one bad part about bringing too many extra bringing extra teams for offense is it sucks that the bugs didn't get used on defense because they would have been tough. Alright. So, Houndstooth is gone quickly. Next, we're going to go after this Biggs. Alright. And now Biggs is gone. Now, the reason I didn't use stun both times on Sunfac is because Biggs already had 2 debuffs, and if I stunned him, he would have gotten a third, and he would have lost the debuffs, and that's not what I wanted. So next, we are going to call in Spy, and Falcon's going to dodge a ton of times. But now Falcon's gone. They're going to get a reinforcement likely. Yeah. And here comes Ghost to steal all my protection. But really, we're just going for the win. So it sucks that he was able to take protection off my 5 tunes. But he has to face my Negotiator, which is probably going to steal more banners than that. So 59 banners. And that will end up with, let's see, 1927. I'm happy with that score. It was a good offense round. We'll see if he attacks. I will update you next time. And in case you were wondering, because I didn't talk about earlier, I did lose the last round. He was able to one-shot me. And he got a good score. I just, I messed that round up. So that's 100% on me. Thank you for joining me this episode, and I will see you with the next one. Thanks.